Look what I did last night. I finished the second mitten. I'm very happy that these are done. I was right when I did the thumb. It gave me the momentum to, see. Josh! I was right that doing the thumb sort of gave me the momentum I needed and that I could see the finish line, and I just kind of locked in and did the whole thing. I did make a mistake because I was knitting late at night, and we all know we shouldn't. Remember how I said you do the thumb first because then you can weave the ends in while there's still an opening, and then after you knit all the decreases, there's no more opportunity to get inside and weave the ends in. Well, I remembered to weave the top of the thumb in, but I forgot to weave where you join the yarn at the base of the thumb. And as I was done trying to turn the lining inside, I realized it was really gappy there, and I kind of had to take my darning needle and like poke around until I found the yarn tail and pull it to the outside. So I think it's fine. I don't think it's noticeable, but I sort of wove it in a little on the outside and then tucked it way down in again. So I think it's fine, but it was not the ideal process. I should have known better than to do that. What is he doing? He's being so loud. These are done, which means maybe tonight we can do the advent calendar for my mom. I think today and tomorrow I'm gonna bundle into one video because yesterday was a single day at the office video, and honestly I don't get all that much done at an office day. I mean, I get work done at the office, but I don't do much that's interesting to show on a vlog on an office day, and now I have 2 more office days back to back. I think I'm gonna bundle today and tomorrow. Maybe not, maybe I'll have too much today and I'll show it anyway, but this is done. So I guess I can take my pick with what else I wanna work on today. Oh, I also just realized I never introduced this project yesterday. Showed me working on it at work. I have shown it on the podcast before, but I never talked about it in Vlogmas. I'm making a Berlin scarf. I have made one for myself before, but I'm using some stash yarn to make this for my sister for Christmas. So this is coming along well. It's longer than I realized. I'm using Barocco Pirouette, I think it's called. Yep. I had 6 balls of this sort of like burgundy brown boucle called Pirouette in stash. I got on clearance years ago, and it's really, really lovely. And like I said before, I'm really jealous, and I should have thought of this for myself because I actually really, really love this, but I think that's what'll make it a nice gift. So that's because it's just endless stocking it in the round, because it's an easy gauge for me on these large needles. This has just been my keep in my bag to work at work or in the car or whatever project. So I never even checked in with you last night. I didn't really mean to. I just kind of caught up in what I was doing and never recorded more talking. I did have a lot of footage from last night, obviously, but it was just a quiet night in. We made soup and watched TV and kind of settled in quite quickly, so I didn't really have time. I do tonight plan on blocking those mittens for my mom. I'm going to steam block them first. Hopefully that'll be enough. And putting together the advent for my mom. I did ask Josh already if he would make dinner tonight, and he agreed, so that I can do it during that time, because often that I run out of time in the evening just because of the act of making dinner. So he's going to take over that tonight so that I can take care of those gifts for my mom and get those all squared away. So that'll be fun. Just last night I just worked on the little pullover for my nephew. Not a lot of progress to show. I did want to show off these sweaters. This sweater, I know I showed the footage of this sweater when I was getting ready this morning, but this was actually the third one I tried on. That I was just not feeling the other two today. The fit was not right, and I didn't feel like changing my pants and anything to go with it. But I got this whole batch of these lamb's wool and Angora blend sweaters this summer. And I would say from an estate sale, but it's not even from an estate sale, because I went to the estate sale and looked around, and a lot of stuff was nice, but it was kind of generally quite overpriced, and I didn't buy much. I think I bought like a couple cheap items from the basement. Then I moved on. And a couple weeks later, I noticed on Facebook Marketplace that that same house where I went to the estate sale was putting a whole mess of the stuff out to the curb for free. And they just had like everything like laid out on the driveway for folks to come take because they overpriced it and didn't sell it at the estate sale. So I ran right over. I actually went on 2 occasions because they continued to put it out and put new posts up. And I got this and I think 4 or 5 other lamb's wool and Angora blend sweaters for free because they were getting rid of them. And I also got some nice like throw pillows for my house and just little housewares like flower pots and all sorts of stuff. That was ended up being a really good deal for me. But yeah, I just thought it was fun to share that I got these nice sweaters. Now I do wish they were one size bigger. They all technically fit me, but I think they were meant to have more positive ease, but I'm not going to be choosy about it. They were free and they're quality and I quite like them. So that's my thrifting story for the morning. I have another boring work day, another snow advisory today. So I'm going to go spend another day sitting at my desk and not come home until it's dark out. But when I see you this evening, we will work on blocking those mittens and putting together the advent of all the thrifted gifts that I found for my mom.
Good evening. I am home now, obviously. I finished work a little bit early today and Josh wasn't ready until the very end. So I actually had about 20 minutes to sit and knit at my desk while I was waiting for him to come pick me up. And I actually worked through all the yarn I had with me. It's not all the yarn I have, but I only had the first 3 skeins in that project bag. I've got 3 more. So I'm halfway through the Berlin scarf, which is awesome. That one's flying. It's a fun project. And I think the fabric is coming out so well that it's motivating me to work on it more. I'm not looking forward to those fiddly little fringes at the end, but they look so cool when they're done. I got the mittens blocking. I shoveled the walk when we first got home because there was a little snow down. And I was going to do my mom's advent right now, but I think I'm kind of overheating from being wearing double layers all over because of the cold, and then shoveling, and then standing over that steamer. What is that called? Clothing steamer? I don't know. When I was steam blocking, there was a lot of steam. And between those, I'm really quite hot. Josh is making dinner now. So I think what I'll do is sit and knit for a while, have dinner, and then maybe later this evening I will work on the Advent stuff for my mom, and then I'll just aim to put this video out midday tomorrow instead of trying to wrap it up tonight. Because I think I want to get that done today, but it's not feasible for me to do both. So I'm choosing to do the Advent so we have some fun Christmassy activities in here, and you guys can see all the things that I picked from my mom's thriftmas Advent. And then you'll get to watch this tomorrow, so no harm done. Kind of didn't even really occur to me, but I was watching Laura Penrose's Vlogmas today, and she said that. She said, I didn't feel like editing last night, so I chose to just do it this morning. And I was like, oh, I guess I could do that too. I could just not edit tonight and get up early and edit before work in the morning, and duh. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to knit for a little while, have my dinner, and then we'll be back to go through all the Thriftmas Advent that we're putting together for my mom tonight. So I got some supplies. First of all, the mittens are blocked. I want to lint roll them a little bit because there's some dog hair on them, predictably. They feel a little looser. Again, my mom has smaller hands than me. I think they'll fit her. Like earlier today before I blocked these, they were kind of uncomfortably tight on me and I wouldn't have worn them out. Now they're comfortable enough that I would. So they did slacken a little bit, and the lace pattern did open up a bit more. So I think they're great. I'm gonna lint roll these. Yes, the lint roller is in here, and wrap them up. These are going to be my mom's birthday present for her to open on her birthday. But then I also give her this advent calendar for her birthday because if she starts on her birthday, she finishes on Christmas Day. So, well, I just have my tape dispenser and some tape I bought recently because I was out and I didn't have any to gift wrap at all this year. I have a roll of craft paper that I got in an estate sale a couple weeks ago. I've got a ton of this raffia ribbon that's in a giant jumbled mess that I've had for years that I use basically every Christmas. Annie is joining us. And then in this bag, I've got just some little boxes. I don't think anything I got her is small enough to fit in these, but I've also got some small little sacks. I don't know. This is what I used in past years to wrap her gifts. I don't think that they'll fit this year, and I might end up doing mostly craft paper, but we'll see. So I think I want to wrap up the mittens and get those all squared away, and then we can do the Advent stuff. I specifically got transparent tape and not invisible tape because transparent is the one that's shiny, invisible is the one that's like that soft touch matte. And I've learned in past years that the invisible tape doesn't really stick to brown paper. And I don't buy wrapping paper really anymore. I've bought some like at secondhand, but largely I use brown paper rolled up like this. I have in the past cut up grocery bags. I have a million brown grocery bags. And if you do it in a tidy manner and you decorate it and tie it in a nice bow, like it looks super nice anyway. I think it's a really economical and pretty way to wrap a gift. I'm using my ironing board as a table because my dining room table is occupied. It's pretty. It's because I set it with the Christmas place settings, just decoratively, but it's also annoyingly meant that I can't put anything on my dining room table all season. I think for this one, I don't want to use the raffia ribbon because I don't want it to match her advent calendar. And also I want to differentiate a birthday gift from Christmas a little. I wonder if I have a little like flower or accent or something I can pop in there. What about this? All right, now let me show you all of the things because there's a bunch. Okay, I think this is all of them. So I know I have more than 12 things, but they're quite small things. So I was going to kind of bundle them together. So some of the smaller ones, there'll be like 2 or 3 in a day. Peel my thrift tags off while I do this. Okay, so I think I have more than I need. Like I'm gonna try to group them into the 12. And then I'll decide if I'm going to reserve any of them for Christmas gifts instead. So let's just do a little tour here. First of all, I have 2 containers. Depending on if I need an extra day or not, I might make this little Trader Joe's bag into one of the days, or I might stage them all inside of that. Like that's her advent. These were the Halloween mini totes. This is one of very few new things I bought for the holidays this year. But I know my mom will like this. She loves a tote bag. She loves Trader Joe's. And these, for some reason, go like crazy viral every year and they sell out and they're kind of hard to get. And I just happened to be at Trader Joe's the day they restocked and they had all the colors. And they're like $2. So I thought, or $3 or something like that. So I got her the purple one. She could use it for like a lunch bag too, if she wanted to. And then I also, purple's her favorite color, got this waste paper basket from a thrift store. My mom is very creative. You'll see a lot. Most of this stuff is like craft stuff, but she's way more into paper crafts, scrapbooking, card making, like all sorts of weird boxes that she apparently makes out of thin air. They're really cool. She's heavily invested in paper crafts. So most of what I got her is paper crafts. Some of them are just things that made me think of her otherwise, but like 80% of this is paper crafts, like in no particular order. I found these tiny easels and tiny canvases at the thrift store a while ago. I would bundle those into one day or maybe 2 days. Maybe the canvases on one day and the easels on another. That'd be kind of cute because maybe the easels are less expected. There's this cute vintage candle in an Irish coffee cup that's Irish coffee scented. She loves Irish coffee. We make it on holidays, and it just, again, one of those things that just made me think of her. There are these little laser cutout clocks. I don't know what you would use them for. I wouldn't know, but that's the kind of thing she uses all the time. Tiny craft clamps. I guess if you're like gluing things together. I had never seen these, but I thought they were kind of cute and interesting. Several packages of stamps. Stamps are hard with my mom because she has literally thousands of them and she's choosy about them and I don't know which ones she has. But these were all cute. They were all thrifted, inexpensive. If she doesn't like them, she can pass them on. So I think I will group these into 2 to 2 days. Here, another kind of random craft thing. 2 different things of little mini glass vials. These ones have little tiny cork stoppers. These ones have metal screw tops. She uses this kind of thing. She'll store things in it. She'll make these cute little decorations out of them. I know she will. Now, I think a lot of these, I don't know what brand this is, Crafter's Square. It might be like Dollar Tree or something. I don't care. I got them secondhand and they're cute. Now this one I think is so cool. I don't know how my mom's gonna feel about it, but I think it's neat even if it's just decorative. This is a hand-carved stamp. It's all wood, it's on a block of wood. It's got a wooden like drawer pull on the back as a handle, and it's ears of corn. It's been used, you can see where the ink has stained it over time. But this is totally hand-carved. I thought that was really, really neat. So pick that up. These are not crafting related, but very cute. They are tablecloth weights shaped like tiny little campers. My mom goes camping a lot. She loves camping. She has a whole camping setup. I thought this might be a useful thing for camping, and she loves the little tow behind RVs, and it's her dream to have one, and she has this motif on a lot of things. So these were a no-brainer. These I got from Rhinebeck, and 2 of them from a natural dye booth. What is it called? Branch Homestead. These are real flowers that were dried. These ones are very flat, and she could definitely use them in a scrapbook or something. I just thought they were so pretty and a cool way to support a small business. And these ones are Black-Eyed Susan. So these ones I don't think have the stems, but they're just super pretty. Also quite flat. She could probably use them in her crafting as well. And I think the only thing I missed is this is some sort of tool. It's got these like spongy, I think it's for stamping or something. I don't know. It was thrifted. It was actually new in the package when I got it, but the package was very beat up, like absolutely trashed. So I decided to throw it away and just gift her the item, because the item is in really good condition. But it's something to do with stamping or something. I don't know. You can line stuff up on it and do paper craft. Tell me in the comments. I don't know what it is, but I think she'll use it. How many days is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll do the bag as day 12, and then I can put them all in the basket. I'm gonna turn the camera off, gift wrap for a while, because I don't think I need an hour of footage of me gift wrapping, but I'll meet you at the end so we can merchandise them. I've got them all done here. They're definitely not all gonna fit in this basket. Well, let me show you. Cute, right? Let's see if I can get some of them in the basket, or partially maybe. Primarily the big one, which is that Fisker's board with the measuring lines on it. Doesn't fit, but I made that number 1 so I could set it on top if I had to, or put it outside. This isn't bad so far, actually. Except she's gonna have a hard time getting things out of here without getting all these ribbons tangled. Maybe this wasn't very smart, but too late now. Yeah, that's cute. So that's everything but the big one, and then I'll just like bring that separately. I love it. Hooray! All right, well, I'm gonna tidy up a little in here, at least just undo the mess I just made now. Actually tidying in here is one of the things that's on my list for this weekend, because it's messy and I haven't been using it. It's kind of been weighing on me that it's messy in here. But I'm gonna undo the mess from the gift wrap tonight. But I'll say goodnight to you now. And this is gonna wrap up this video. Like I said, I'm gonna edit this early tomorrow morning so I can put it up on day 5. And I think that's gonna give me a nice lead time. So if I'm putting out days 3 and 4 on day 5, when I put up day 5 on day 6, it won't seem too soon. And I think that'll set a nice pace for the rest of the month. So thanks for joining me for my 3rd installment of Vlogmas 2025. Good night. I'll see you in the next one.